Saturday was always going to be a special day in Huntington, 50 years to the day since the plane crash that took the lives of 75 members of the Marshall football community. It was not an easy victory, but it was a victory nonetheless. West Virginia coming from behind to edge James Madison 20-13 on Saturday in Morgantown, and the Mountaineers are 1-0 in the Neil Brown era. That meeting just about to start in the next couple of minutes, a special session of the Wyoming County Board of Education, primarily to discuss future major sporting events between Westside and Wyoming East High Schools. Sunday's World Team Tennis Championship at the Greenbrier was everything a sports fan could have dreamt of and more. One team starting red hot, the opponent mounting a rally later in the day, and when all was said and done, the match and the championship was decided by the thinnest of margins. I am live from Mitchell Stadium in Bluefield, where the Beavers are about an hour away from hosting North Marion in the Class AA football quarterfinals. Bluefield certainly hoping that the quick turnaround doesn't come back to affect them in a negative way. Third round of a military tribute at the Greenbrier. 3 golfers began the day tied for the lead at 13 under par, but there were several others who were hoping a good round on Saturday could put them in contention as well. Madison May is Mercer County through and through. She starred for Pikeview in high school, and when it came time to decide where to attend college, she chose Concord, only a few miles from home.
I love to be around the town, around the area. I'm really close with my parents and family, so I knew that I wanted to stay around so they could come to all my games.
A local kid wanted to stay home, and she turned out to be probably one of our top 5 players of all time. You know, she's in record books in about every category. She'll be a first-team Hall-of-Conference this year.
But it's not just staying close to home that May has enjoyed over the last few years. It's being front and center for a Lady Lions turnaround that's continued into this season.
Freshman year we were kind of slow. Sophomore year was our building year. Last year we really had a great year, and senior year's just flown by. So it's been a journey. I've loved every minute of it.
As the lone senior for the Concord women this year, May has served as a role model for her teammates, including those who once played against her in high school.
To get up here in these last few months and actually be on the same team as her, I've watched her and I really admire how she plays.
It's been really good getting to know Madison. She's been a good teammate. She always brings a lot of energy to the team, and she's a good leader.
Just having that role and having the coaches look to me and trust me has been great. But I knew that I needed to step up this year. Being the only senior, I had to set a role.
There are still a couple of weeks left in the regular season, and Concord has already clinched a berth in the Mountain East tournament. But with Senior Day this weekend, that's given the Lady Lions incentive to win their matchup with West Virginia Wesleyan.
Very motivated. We want to win not only for us, but for Madison.
Make sure the other kids realize that this is her day, that she wants to get that win on Senior Day. And, if we can take care of business, she'll walk out here with the win.
We've won big games this season, and to see her motivated and excited about this season, it really helps me get motivated.
As for what's next for Madison after the season?
I just want to continue my education. The ultimate goal is one day to be a speech pathologist, so I'm going to continue my education, hopefully maybe coach somewhere, so we'll see how it goes.
At 6-2, Wyoming East is already enjoying a turnaround season, but there was history for the Warriors on Friday. Sophomore Lydia Crook kicked 7 extra points as the first female player in program history.
I still can't believe what happened at the game. I wasn't expecting to go 7 for 7. I wasn't expecting to even go 4 for 7. But being able to have a perfect game just felt amazing.
Lydia Crook again!
It's overwhelming. Everyone keeps walking up to me still, and they're like, "You did a great job on Friday."
I remember before the first field goal, she was a little nervous, but then she settled down, and at the point afters, and she just nailed him. We've done it a lot in practice, and she went out there and it was unbelievable.
Like most football teams throughout the state, the Warriors, though, they represent a community, and to have Crook on the team is one way to represent all their fans.
There's a lot of girls out there that like football and basketball and baseball just like, the guys do. So for her, she's just kind of like that beacon of hope. She's that young lady that all the little girls can look up to, and the fact that we have a young lady representing us and doing so well, it just makes it all better.
For me, my confidence level has went through the roof. I am ecstatic with how much this is boosting me.
With at least 2 more games to play this season, the Warriors are eager to finish the regular season strong, aware that many players, including Crook, have a chance to contribute.
gives us an extra weapon on the field. You know, not only in extra points, but anywhere inside the 20-25. You know, she can pretty much consistently knock those in.
You just got to keep the train rolling, man. We got 2 games left. We got to win out to make the playoffs. And we've had a good season so far, but we got to finish off strong.
I'm hoping it will benefit everybody with the extra points, of course. And, I mean, extra points can sometimes be the game changer, and it can determine if somebody wins. And I'm just hoping I'll be able to help out with it.
Good evening. For many college football fans, it felt like conference championship weekend might not come at all in 2020, but it has arrived this week, and Marshall is one of the schools taking part. The Thundering Herd will be hosting UAB on Friday for the Conference USA title. It's Marshall's first time playing for a league championship in 6 years. 2014 is also the last time they played UAB, which was a Herd win. Doc Holliday's team will enter the game having had almost 2 weeks since its most recent game, but that most recent game was the upset loss to Rice. Despite that setback, Holliday saying the team is confident going into Friday, especially if they play how they did earlier in 2020.
Start with playing great defense and taking care of the football and offensively, and play great special teams. And when you get in the red zone, you score touchdowns. If you do that, you got a shot at winning every game. So, you know, we got to be the team we were for the first 7 games of the season. There shouldn't be an asterisk. There should be a star for what these kids have had to go through. And I don't think people out there understand. I know Bill feels the same way I do, I'm sure, what these kids have had to go through to get to this point.
Over in Blacksburg, Virginia Tech has finished their regular season at 5-6 overall, 5-5 in the ACC. But on Tuesday, Athletic Director Whit Babcock stating that Justin Fuente will remain the Hokies head coach going into 2021. Fuente has been with the Hokies since the 2016 season after 4 years at Memphis. Virginia Tech won 10 games and a division title in that first year, but they finished below 500 2 years ago and will need a bowl win to finish 2020 at exactly 500. However, Babcock giving a vote of confidence that Fuente is the man to lead the Hokies into next season.
Spent 4 hours yesterday morning with Justin, saw and heard what I wanted to see, and it energized me. Also, the last few weeks, we've been able to evaluate the spirit and morale of the team. I'm really proud of them. It tells you a lot how they finished on Saturday night. The decision on Justin's future here was never made about money. Yes, we are in a bind financially. Yes, there's buyouts, but we were determined to make the right decision either way.
And in high school football news, one area student athlete receiving an individual honor, Greenbrier East senior Colby Piner, is the 2020 winner of the Fulton Walker Award. That's for the best special teams player in the state. Piner returning 4 kickoffs for touchdowns, including the opening one of the season against Woodrow Wilson and also the opening kickoff against Sissonville. Piner also rushed for more than 1,000 yards for the Greenbrier East offense. He was a Class AAA All-State first-team selection as the utility player on offense. Well, that'll do it for sports at 6. We'll be right back.